Did anyone else have an exceptionally crappy week the way that I did? I don't know what it was. It was just like every area of my life was like a cosmic shit show. Nothing cheers me up more though than doing some kind of clean out or declutter or purge. There's definitely sort of an energetic component, I think, to undertaking these sorts of endeavors. I continually will clean out my wardrobe, my skincare, my beauty products, but it's been a while since I really took kind of like a hard look at my makeup collection because I don't have a huge makeup collection to begin with. So it's not often that I kind of critically look at things there and say, am I using this? Am I not? You know the drill. I do also want to say, because I get questions about this sometimes, I've never done a full makeup collection video. I totally want to, but I'm going to wait until my channel hits 10,000 subscribers. That's always just kind of in my head been sort of a big landmark, I guess. And so once I hit that number, I will celebrate with a makeup collection video. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, maybe you would like to be and help us collectively get to the 10,000 subscriber mark. So the contents of my makeup declutter are in here. There are quite a number of makeup brushes in here. I am actually going to solicit your help because I used to have 2 jars worth of makeup brushes, and I consolidated everything down into 1 jar, but I still would like to consolidate this down further. So what I think I'm gonna do for this video is I'm going to sit here as I am and talk you through kind of the makeup items in here, but then I'm going to pan down and do kind of like what I feel is sort of like the classic declutter video shoot, which is to have the camera pan down and like just show my hands and the makeup brushes. So I'll talk you through the ones that I definitely am going to be passing on, and then I'll lay out all of the ones that I'm currently keeping, and would love your feedback on ones that you think I should get rid of or consolidate, brushes that I could add that would potentially replace things in here so that I can make this a little bit more edited. Okay, so let's just start chatting about makeup that I will be either throwing away or passing on. Okay, so 2 things that I'm seeing in here right away. These are kind of empty products, but not technically empty products. So you will know my love is totally unbounded for the Studio 78 bronzer. The reason that this is in here is because there is still some in here and I'm just totally over using this old beat up one that's like 95% gone. I wanted to start using my new one that's beautiful and pressed. So I'm just tossing this. I love this product and can't recommend it enough for an eco bronzer. And then this is basically an empty product too. It's a bottle of OPI 1/4 cent cherry. This is one of my favorite reds, and it's probably 2/3 of the way done. I have never successfully used a full makeup bottle. Has anybody? Is that even possible? Comment down below. So it basically just is unusable at this point, and I haven't replaced it. I would like to kind of get a nice classic bright red. I'm thinking Essie fishnet stockings, which might be a hair deeper than this, but if you have a good eco recommendation, I'm all ears. Okay, I am tossing, I like barely used these and they're disgustingly grubby. The Christopher Drummond, now Hint Beauty Duo Phase Hydrating Concealers. I bought these last year right before, or I think they had just rebranded as Hint Beauty, and they were like basically giving the old packaging of the Christopher Drummond concealers away on eBay. So I bought 2 of them. Barely used them. I didn't really care for it under my eyes. I would say that this product is sort of a close dupe for the Makeup Forever. It's like that heavy duty concealer that they do. It's just, I don't know, I don't like it. I also tried experimenting with putting some of it into like a tinted moisturizer to amp up the coverage. Oh, I cannot today. Everything is irritating me like tenfold. Yeah, I don't know. I also will say I'm not terribly attracted to Hint Beauty as a brand. I don't know what it is. It's just not really my vibe, but I know that they're getting a lot of love in the eco beauty space. So I guess this is a good concealer option. I never used them and I'm over it. I'm not going to use them. Oh, this is I'll probably just toss this. This is a Hurrah Moon Balm. I used this for the last like year plus. I don't even know how much is in here. I'm just over it. I never really liked it, to be honest. I know a lot of people like Hurrah lip balms. I don't know. I just thought it was like totally nothing special. I wouldn't buy any more Hurrah balms probably. I'll save it for October favorites to tell you my favorite PM lip treatment combination. But yeah, this is... Actually, you know what has replaced this for me are the Wetter Spoon coconut lip balms. They had sent me some several months ago and I really like that lip balm formula. So this is the Minimalist Corrective Serum Foundation. I think I have it in shade 2. And then this is the Gressa Eau Rouge Lip Boost. Let me explain. Actually, I like the Lip Boost formula as a cream cheek color. I don't particularly like it on the lips, at least the first generation Gressa Lip Boosts. This is quite old, 2, maybe even 3 years old. It was a very bright red. I just didn't like it on my lips, and I also felt like it was not great on my cheeks. You know where I got this actually? It was the Pettivore holiday box from several years ago. It's old, so I think I'm probably just gonna toss it. I'm tempted to give it to this huge box of stuff that I'm going to be sending to my sister. If you watched my recent eco product review video, a lot of the sort of things I was very middling on are going to my sister. A couple of select things from this makeup declutter will go to her as well, but this is just old, and so I think I'm gonna toss it. I do still have the shade Bare in that formula, which I enjoy and use as a cream cheek color. And then the Minimalist Corrective Serum Foundation, I just stopped reaching for this. I don't even really remember the last time I used it. I came to realize, and I won't be repurchasing it, I don't think, at least not right now. How do I like talk about this product in sort of a succinct way? I think it is actually nice if you like sort of a more traditional foundation look. It's a little bit too makeup-y for me. The makeup-iness can be sort of alleviated with a beauty blender or, yeah, basically a beauty blender. I just found it a little bit high maintenance for every day for me, at least at the time that I was trying it. But I think this product and the Sappho foundation are pretty good dupes for conventional liquid foundation in terms of coverage and performance. I've also heard this product really helps a lot of people's skin. It has lots of really nice sort of skincare ingredients in it. So I think it's still a nice product. I just don't see myself using it personally, and I'm kind of over it, at least right now. Okay, another thing, you might be surprised. So this is the Studio 78 Concealer in Off We Go. I mean, I used this product religiously for 3 years, and I mean, there's still like a ton of product in here. There's a sizable dent, but still a ton of product in here. I just sort of woke up one day and went to use it, and I was like, I'm over you. Like, it's old. I think I just started feeling that the performance, I guess, never really changed. I just was over it. I hate that the packaging lid came off. That bothers me and makes me feel like it's potentially a bit unsanitary. But I really did like the product. It gives a really nice kind of almost powdery, dry finish under the eyes, and that's what I'm looking for in a concealer, at least right now. I'm finding that my current concealers are a little bit too moisturizing, and I want something in my life that's a little bit more matte. So I do really like this product. I just wish the packaging were better, and it's way too much product, honestly. I wish that they would cut the product in half, an amount that's realistic to go through in like a year or 2 years, not this business. So I'm just gonna toss it. I don't know if I'll repurchase. I'm at a bit of a crossroads with concealers in my life. I'm at a bit of a crossroads in my life in general. Okay, what else is going on in here? A bunch of lip products. But before I get to that, another concealer. This is an extremely beat up with hair on it. My Shell Cream Concealer Stick. I'm just tossing it because it's old. I actually really did enjoy this product. Ooh, it smells funky. Good thing I'm throwing it away. I hadn't gone to use it in a long time. This lived in my work makeup bag. You know, come to find out, I'm really not one of those people that touches up my makeup during the day unless I'm going out after work. A lot of times I'll come home and then go back out, or I'll go out in my neighborhood, not near work. Anyway, yeah, this is old. Okay, a few other eye products, and then the rest will be lips. Just a very old, not quite nubby, but pretty well used and loved Jane Iredale Basic Black Eye Pencil. I just have some other eye pencils, namely the Antonym eye pencil is an eco version, and the Trish McAvoy gel liner pencil that are much better than this. This isn't very black and the lasting power is not great, but if you want kind of a soft black eco eyeliner, I think it's okay. I think the Antonym ones are better, and I think the Olema eye pencils are better than those. This I threw in here. I gave it a solid effort. It's the Trish McAvoy High Volume Mascara in Jet Black, not eco obviously, but I had a subscriber viewer who worked for Trish Corporate and had sent me a really beautiful package of a bunch of their stuff. So I got to try a bunch of Trish products, some which I really have loved over time and some which I thought I might like and then I've ended up not liking. This mascara, it's a fiber mascara, and I just found that it really, this is like what the wand looks like. It didn't do much for me. I guess it's a nice sort of defining lengthening, but I am all about volume. I just want like fat, chunky, clumpy, spidery lashes. So Too Faced Better Than Sex is I haven't found anything better than that for my preference with lashes, so tossing this. Okay, and then everything else is lips. A couple of lip liners. These 2 lip liners are barely used. I'll throw them into my sister's Christmas coming early package of like all these beauty products. It would actually be more exciting for her if she were as much of a beauty junkie as I am, but she's just not, so I don't think products excite her the same way that they excite me. But anyway, this is a red apple lipstick liner in Barely Pink and a Trish McAvoy eyeliner in Barely Nude. Both colors were just, I don't know, kind of too dark and too warm for me. My sister actually is more yellow toned than I am, so these might work for her, but that's what they look like. So nice products, nice formulas, both of these, just not great colors for me. Another Trish product that actually was in a previous favorites video and I just have decided I don't care for it. It's the Beauty Booster Lip and Cheek color in Perfect Pink. I loved the formula of these. It felt like a popsicle on my lips. But I just felt like it was one of those products, and there's 2 other products in here for which that's an issue. I've started to become very aware of how particular lipstick formulas look on my lips. Now, I do not have particularly like bad lips. I don't have lips that have like, they're not super like wrinkly, or I keep them well exfoliated. And sometimes there are just formulas that make your lips look like shiz. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the color, I don't know if it's the pigments that they're using or the formula overall. Actually, I'll talk about all 3 products for which that was an issue for me now. And the first is this Trish McAvoy Beauty Booster. This one just made my lips look dry. Like, there's a lot of dry skin on them when another lip product at the same time didn't look like that. So not great for the texture of my lips, although I did like the product. Another one is this double-ended duo by Bite. Now, I thought long and hard before tossing this in here, but I just decided to. It's the Lingonberry and Tangerine. It's like a beautiful product. I want to like it so badly. Lingonberry, actually, I do really like. It's a super bright pink. I just have other colors that I can reach for and I don't really need it. And the other end, Tangerine, you have no idea how much I want to love that color and have it look bomb on me, and it just makes my lips look horrible, like worse than they've ever looked. So I don't know what it is about this color or the pigments in it or what, but it just did not work on my lips. And then the other lipstick that is a big disappointment, to be honest with you, is the Elizabeth Street Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Franklin. I've been talking about this lipstick for a while now because it was in a Mercedes shops. I think it was in either my fall favorites or I don't know. I've been talking about it because I have felt like there have been times when days I've really liked it and I'm like, the color is gorgeous and I wanted to like it. But the truth of the matter is, after dedicated use, I don't like it. Succinctly put, the formula is not terribly long wearing, and it does not wear down super nicely, at least on me. Now, I can only speak to this particular color on my particular lips. So if you've had different experiences with the Elizabeth Street Cosmetics lipstick, then tell me. I'm really disappointed because I had decided to buy this based on like an old Chelsea Wears vlog. I got this on her shop Anno Me. She started carrying these. She was often wearing them and talking about them. Her review of them and the way they appeared on her lips were as like a really full coverage matte opaque lipstick, and I just didn't find that to be the case when I tried it. I find the Kosas lipstick to be more matte and more long wearing and to wear down and fade better. This, I felt like settled into lines in my lips, and this is not matte. It's like a satin finish almost. It is quite heavily pigmented, but like I'm saying, I prefer a more matte formula. Okay, I'm gonna like whiz through the rest of these lip products so we have time to get to the brushes. So Modern Minerals lip gloss in Citrine, this was probably my least favorite gloss of all the Modern Minerals glosses I have tried. I found the shimmer to be really noticeable on my lips. So this one was a miss. However, I really, really like Podporashka, Garnet, and Amethyst. Gonna let my sister try the Beauty Counter Lip Sheer in Petal. I had talked about this a lot in my Beauty Heroes retrospective video. I find it to be not long wearing, not that moisturizing. In fact, I found it to even be a little bit drying to the lips. So this was a no-go for me. I'm getting rid of my Ilia Tinted Lip Conditioner in Bang Bang, which is, yep, bad. Does not smell good now. My tinted lip conditioner in Blossom Lady bit the dust like a year ago. I mean, to be fair, this is old at this point. It's probably 4 years old. It was okay. I saw that Ilia is now carried at Sephora, so maybe they've dealt with some of the preservation issues that make the formula go bad quite prematurely, but yeah. I'm getting rid of one of my Aromi liquid lipsticks. This is in the shade Preppy Red. The formula got weird and goopy, and I think the color was never super flattering on me. It's like an orangey red. I still have Power Red, which is more of sort of a deep Bordeaux red, which is more flattering on me. Yeah, I'm just gonna toss this. This really should be, I guess, an empty, although it's not fully an empty. It's a double-ended mini in Musk and Lychee by Bite of their old formula. I tried to finish up Lychee very hard and I just was over it. I don't know. I give it my best effort and then sometimes I just have to throw in the towel. This was the Marc Jacobs lipstick that came in the birthday set this year. It's in the shade Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and I just didn't like it on me. Okay, so that is it for the makeup. Let me remove these swatches and let's talk about makeup brushes now. Okay, so what I have laid out here are all the brushes that I have already decided that I want to find a new home for, and then these are the ones that I would like to consolidate further. So this actually should have been an empty product, or I'm just gonna be tossing it. This is an old MAC 187 that like you can see all the, I mean, it was shedding horribly. I desperately needed a replacement for it. And I ended up going for the Makeup Forever 122. As you can see, I have a bunch of Real Techniques brushes here. They're just ones that I was really never using. This is the powder brush. I never use a big powder brush like this. This is the blush brush. I would use this sometimes for powdered bronzer, but with this Makeup Forever brush, I don't really think I have a use for this one. Similarly with the multitask brush, I would use this one sometimes for powdered blush, but I have another brush over here that I can do that with. This is the stippling brush, which I had been using to blend out cream blush, but now I pretty much only use this Real Techniques brush for that. I don't know, these two I was on the fence about. It's the setting brush and the contour brush. I don't think the quality of these are that great. I had been using this to blend out cream concealer if I need to, but now I've really just been using a beauty blender or a smaller brush in here that I'll get to. And then the contour brush, sometimes I would use this for powdered highlight, but I don't know. I don't really like it, to be honest. This is a really old Sonia Kashuk angled brow brush. I don't fill in my brows with powder anymore, and if I do in the future, then maybe I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. This is just quite old. This is a really old Sephora smudger brush that I hadn't used in like years. This is a Sigma F05 small contour that I just hadn't really used very much. I would use it for powdered highlight. This is a Stila number 5. It's kind of like a flat shader brush, I guess, or like to pack color on, which I tend to just not really do. And then this is a Trish McEvoy. I don't know. I don't even know what to do with this brush, to be honest. It looks like a paintbrush. I guess you could do powdered highlight with it. Sort of like you could do like a chiseled out contour. You could probably apply loose powder if you like bake the face. And again, I could really use your help in narrowing this down further. So this is a Sigma F10. I will use this for powdered blush, and I felt like it was still important to have kind of like one fluffy face brush left. This is probably my favorite brush in my entire collection. It's the Wayne Goss number 2. I use it to set under my eyes and to powder my face really, really sparingly. It's the most beautiful brush. I kind of want to get others, like I'd love to use this brush as a powdered highlighter brush. It's just absolutely amazing. I have 2 Trish McEvoy face brushes. This one I use more. It's called the 71 Perfect Face Brush. I use this for cream bronzer, namely the RMS Bariti bronzer, and I really, really like it. Both of these brushes, I guess, have the same purpose in my collection. This is the Real Technique sculpting brush, and this is also I use this for cream bronzer. So I could probably honestly get rid of this one, but I do really like it. But these two serve the same purpose. This is the Trish McEvoy 75 Perfect Foundation brush, and this is like a dense kabuki brush. I don't use it that much. I just like it and think it's a really nice brush. It's like Trish McEvoy's best-selling brush, I think, or one of them. So I don't really need it or use it. It also really needs to be washed, but I like it. Then I have 2 Real Techniques brushes, in addition to the sculpting brush that I'm hanging onto, the buffing brush and the Expert face brush. This one I use all the time for blending out cream blush, for blending in cream highlight. This is an amazing brush and I love it. This is sort of, I guess, somewhat comparable to this one, although much less dense. And this just, I don't know, I have like a nostalgic feeling towards this brush and I don't want to get rid of it. Newest addition, as I said, is the Makeup Forever 122 Duo Fiber stippling brush, and it's amazing. I can't recommend this enough if you're looking for a brush like this. Also needs to be washed. Eye brushes. I have 3 Wayne Goss eye brushes that are not going anywhere. I'm obsessed with them. So they are the 3, 5, and 6. The 3 is a blending brush, the 5 is a pencil brush, and the 6 is kind of a hybrid blending shader brush. I do have a MAC 217. I kind of would like to get a new one or get a Hakuhodo version of this brush because I don't really want to buy any more MAC brushes, but this is just such a great all-purpose brush to have. This is a new blending brush that I am kind of trying. It's the Terry Miyahira number 10, which is kind of close. They're a different shape, but maybe this will be I don't know. It'll be a replacement, but an addendum. I guess some of these I could get rid of. These are Real Techniques. I don't think they do great eye brushes, to be honest. Domed shadow brush, deluxe crease brush, base shadow brush. These I could probably get rid of because I never use them. This I will blend out under eye concealer with. That was a Pixie Woo tip, and I think it's a good brush for doing that, actually. I have this Japanesque 240. It's a stiff slanted eye brush. I guess this could be a brow brush. I kind of regret buying it, to be honest. I think it's too rough to be an angled liner brush if you wanted to do like gel liner. This is a Sonia Kashuk brow groomer. I have a Real Techniques lip brush in case I need a lip brush, which I rarely do, but sometimes. I have 2 Trish McEvoy brushes here. This one is so odd. Apparently it's like a bestseller for them, but I've never really been able to figure out how to use it. It's the Everything Eye brush. And then the Wet Dry Eyeliner brush. And then the only other 2 I have are, this is probably the oldest makeup brush in my collection now. It's a Laura Mercier flat eyeliner brush when the cake eyeliners used to be all the rage and you would tightline. So I don't ever really use it, but I feel like it's good to have around. And then this is an old, very, very thin Sonia Kashuk eyeliner brush in case I need to use gel eyeliner to cover the seam of false lashes. So these are kind of similar, but as you can see, this one is like smaller. That is my current makeup brush collection. I really need your help in giving me feedback on what you think I could get rid of to edit this down further. I'm just gonna say goodbye from here so as not to go through the hassle of getting myself back in focus and saying goodbye with my face on the camera, but thank you so much for watching. My new lapis lazuli crystal also says goodbye. I got this in the mail yesterday and I am in love with it. And I will just see you guys in my next video soon. Bye.